Hey guys, the reason why I am breathing is still anxious. Smashed my finger and it took me about 20 minutes to figure out how to angle my camera and I'm still crooked, so there's that. Oh, I'm just gonna do me right now. I keep smashing my finger on the bottom of this stupid fucking chair, but I love my chair, so anyways, hey guys. Welcome back to Kim's Health Corner. I hope you guys are having a great day. If not, that's cool too. It happens to the best of us. Grab your snack, grab your drink, grab your smoke, whatever it is that you need. Anyways, so dramatic. So, today what I wanted to talk to you about was my anxiety spikes. I don't know if anybody else has these, but I wanted to talk about them because I feel like I've been having a lot of them the last a month and a half or 2 months since I've been in quarantine, and honestly it makes me anxious thinking about how anxious I've been. So let's start off with this. I am triggered by certain things. Everybody has a different trigger, by the way. Like my little note, I wrote down some notes so I wouldn't veer off. So my anxiety spikes have triggers, right? Let's go. 1. Scrolling through the news at night is a trigger for me. I don't know why I keep doing it, because I have to remind myself that I still have to be current and that I still have to know what's going on in the world. But what's going on in the world literally makes me feel anxious. Like I said in my previous video, I feel like I have to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders, and I absolutely don't. But in my mind, I still think that I need to be aware of what's happening in the world, especially now. So, scrolling through the news at night triggers me. Sometimes I will just be laying there and I'll think my mind will do word association. Bed, pillow, case, phone case. I need a new phone case. Maybe I should go on Amazon. I got this one thing from Amazon. Oh, and another thing. Did I forget to turn off the oven? Is the oven still on? Did I use the oven today? And then my mind will not stop. It just keeps going. Just random thought trigger. A toggle. My mind has a toggle button that I can't control. This day and age, honestly, going to the grocery store, going to Walmart, going to Target, I immediately am anxious when I get there. I'm anxious when I get back. It's like an instant reaction. I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna die? Like, what if somebody had coronavirus? Like, I'll never know. And I'm anxious talking about it. And I feel crazy. But it's okay. I went on a hike on Mother's Day, and I've been anxious ever since. Because it's like there was a lot of people around us. We tried, we would wave to people, but we went to waterfalls, which attracted a lot of people. And honestly, I thought about maybe we should pack up and go home, and we shouldn't do this hike, and we shouldn't be around these people. But then at the same time, I can't live my life in fear, and it just has been making me anxious. So I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. And honestly, just sometimes I'm unprovoked anxious, randomly. It sucks. Sometimes I will be anxious to turn on my oven. I get anxious to turn on my oven because in my mind I think it's gonna blow up. But do you know how insane that sounds and how irrational it is? But that's the crazy thing, is when it goes through my mind, I know that it's not likely to happen. It can happen, but it's a very, very slim chance. But the fact that it still can happen, that's what gets me. But do you hear how irrational that sounds? And then I have to talk myself off of a ledge and make myself realize that my thought is completely irrational and that's my anxiety talking. Like, I feel crazy, but I'm not crazy. Like, that's just how my mind works, and there's no shame in that. My favorite, anxiety highs and anxiety lows. So, at the low of my anxiety, I worry like everybody else about small things. Small things. Normal. And I can brush it off, and I can go on about my day and not have it worry. During my highs, I can be upset over the smallest things. It just makes me anxious. I'm particularly anxious that day. Maybe that morning, because I keep thinking, okay, is this morning, am I gonna wake up, am I gonna wake up alive? No. Am I going to contract something? And do you understand how exhausting that is? Like, it's so exhausting for me. And I don't want sympathy. I don't want that. It's so exhausting. And then, like, my depression also feeds into that, but that's going to be a separate video. So then I stay anxious, and it takes a really long time for me to talk myself out of my anxiousness. And I literally have to talk to myself. Like, I have to tell myself, listen to the thoughts. Really listen to the thoughts that are going through your head right now. Does that sound like it's a reasonable, logic, sensible thing to think? And then I go back and realize, like, no, that's not, it's normal to worry. It's not normal to obsess or over worry about things that are beyond your control. And that's where I have problems. That's where I have issues. And I want y'all to know that that is okay. You are not alone in that. If that's what you are suffering from, if that's how you work, everybody's different. You know, that's what I want people to understand. And I also want to be able to talk to people like this about my problems, about my issues, without having to feel judged or without having to feel like, oh my gosh, that bitch is crazy. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, that girl's insane. Like, we don't want to be friends with her. We don't want to talk to her. She's crazy. Because if you're anything like me, and if you're not, or if you just have different triggers, or if your anxiety shows up in a different way, you're not crazy. You're completely normal. And it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to, you know, have triggers, and it's all right. However, it depends on how you react to them and how you react to people around you when you are having your anxiety. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect. I have snapped at my kids, and I've snapped at my husband, and I have not been so nice to, like, family members, and I realized, and I have apologized, and I've gotten better to not snap at people that are around me, like, all the time when my anxiety decides to spike, because it's not their fault. And before all of this abnormal craziness, I had anxiety, yeah, but it would be, like, really minute things, and it would be very mild. It would be like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't sleep today, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so tired, I have all these things to do. And now it's like other things that occupy my mind, and it sucks. So yeah, that is my anxiety roller coaster. I would like to hear in the comments below how yours work. I also am going to put an email down below that you can email me if you don't want to comment, if you don't want people to see. That's cool. Yeah, how about I do that? I'm going to send an email link down below so you can email me if you feel like talking. And if you just want to simply say hi on this video and it makes you feel better, cool. I'm down with it. I hope that this was kind of insightful. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel less judged. I hope you feel more welcomed. And I want to thank you so much for listening to me complain about myself. Because now, I mean, I feel better. But now I kind of just feel exposed in a way. But it's good. I needed this. I needed to get out, like, this is therapeutic for me, and I hope it is for you. Like I said before, like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification bell. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have good mental health days.